My name is John, and this is my presentation on the bystander effect of bullying. Bystander effect. What is the bystander effect? The bystander effect in bullying is whether or not a person is likely to intervene in a situation. What occurs when no one steps in during a bullying situation is someone gets hurt. Being a non-alpha bystander encourages this, while others may not think so. It allows bullying to take its course. Bystander motivation in bullying incidents to intervene or not to intervene. In the following journal article, there was an in-depth study to examine the likeliness that someone would intervene versus not, and all of the reasons they would choose to or not to. The participants are 30 students ranging from 9 to 15 who took part in the 30 to 40-minute interviews about bullying and when they would step in versus not. The students give great insight on what a child would do when seeing someone being bullied, which gives great reasoning for the study. Multiple factors that were noticed in the study. When looking at Bandura's social cognitive theory, we see that a person's self-efficacy to step in a situation is really closely considered to their chances of actually making some sort of difference in the matter. Most bystanders fear that they themselves will be bullied if they decide to take action, and for this reason they choose not to step in. They also won't step in if they know the bully and are close with them. Interpretation of harm and bullying. If students believe that bullying behavior that they see is harmful, but there's not enough circumstances in which they don't believe the situation is bad enough for them to have to step in. Another factor to consider is more often people see it happen, the more normalized it becomes. When it is normal, no one steps in. Emotional factors to consider. If the bullying incident causes emotions from a bystander, they are more likely to do something if they feel bad for the victim. This affects their decision-making process of the bystander drastically. Another thing to think about is when they step in, they have the fear of becoming a target themselves, which is why they don't intervene because of risk of becoming a target. When bystanders look at social positions of bullies and victims, this can cause lack of intervening. Depending on who their friendship lies with, if it is with the victim, they will be more likely to step in and help them. Females are more likely to help other females when being bullied by males. Moral evaluation. When bystanders look at the situation and try to figure out whether what they see is right or wrong, if they have the moral compass, they are more likely to step in if they believe it is wrong what's happening. Bystander irresponsibility is when they don't intervene because they don't feel like it's their moral obligation. They also blame the victim which also causes them not to step in. Intervention self-efficacy. If students believe them stepping in will make a difference, they most likely will. Most will try to get an adult involved because they believe that will help more than they can. How it can promote bullying. Being a bystander promotes bullying because it allows bullies to continue doing what they're doing. If no one steps in and tries to stop what's happening, it continues to happen. The more it happens, the worse bullying gets. Altruism. When being altruistic in terms of the bystander effect, people who are altruistic are looking out for the well-being of others. Therefore, altruistic people are more likely to help a person being bullied rather than not. Why should we step in and encourage others? Bullying is very harmful, and being a bystander is because you're just sitting there watching it happen. Stepping in will help stop bullying altogether. My name is John, and y'all have a great day.